Hello everyone. Today we are going to try to paint a waterfall. First I'm going to do a bit of an outline and give a little preview of what I'm trying to paint. So yeah, stay tuned, gamers. I'm not a professional painter, so don't expect much from me. Okay, so we're gonna draw some trees in the background first. And we're going to also draw the river that leads to the slope. We're gonna draw some rocks over there, some rocks over here, and just add some texture. And we're just gonna go with it as we're going. So just yeah. Alrighty. So let's get started with the trees first, shall we? So I'm just gonna draw an outline of some of the trees, but this is just do as you go. All right, we're gonna start with the small brush here. The small brush. We're gonna start with the small brush here. Gonna dip it in some water, and then of course take some brown to start us off. Take some brown and just lightly paint the trunks of the trees. Remember, you don't want to take too much water, because then it just ruins the effect of the watercolor. Just lightly brush some trees. You might want to use a wider brush for this, but yeah. Let me go get a wider brush. Hold on, gamers. Alright, so here we are. We have the wider brush that, just has a better overall effect. Don't want to take too much water again, remember that. Just lightly brush up the trunks. We're not looking to make the trunks too detailed now, so yeah, don't spend too much time on the trunks. Again, don't take too much paint and make it blotty. Alright gamers, now for the next step, we're just going to wash this brush a little, and I think you might want to use the pointy brush for this. So take some green and just paint the canopy of the tree. Just lightly paint the canopy. Just lightly paint the canopy. You don't want to go too hard here. Just lightly paint the canopy. Lightly paint the canopy. You don't want to take too much water. So there you are. Just lightly paint the canopy. And there we are. Alright, so now we're going to paint in the rocks with some brown. So just take some brown. Just gentle strokes. You want gentle strokes. Now we're not going to exaggerate too much on the texture of the rocks. We're just going to lightly make some stripes. Just lightly make some stripes. There we go. So now, just elaborate on that, just smoothing it out. Alright, there we are. So we're just going to paint more of the rocks with brown. Just lightly take some, have some smooth strokes. You don't want to go too hard. Just light strokes. Just light strokes. Some light strokes. Smoothing it out. Alrighty. So now what we're gonna do is this is the setting of a waterfall in the night. So, we might want to have a dark purple, blackish background right here near the trees to elaborate the night look. Just light strokes. We're not going to do too much on the night effect here, but just enough so that the viewer can perceive it. Now you want to be very careful with the block here. Don't want to affect the trees, which is what I'm doing. Don't do what I'm doing. I'm very bad at painting. So just light strokes. Just finish up that blackness there. Smoothing it out so it doesn't look bad. And now we're gonna go for the waterfall. So now what you want to do with the waterfall is that you don't want to just make it a wave of blue. You want to slowly gradualize the color of the waterfall. So we might start out at some white, and then just start out with some light blue, and then as the light blue goes down, start the dark blue. So yeah, you just want to be very careful here. So we're gonna start out with some white. Now the white won't show much, so just do the best you can with that here. So we're going to start with the light blue here. That will, give it the first waterfall kind of look. You don't want to take too much water for the watercolor. I'm using watercolor. You might want to use acrylic if you're a pro painter, unlike me. And just gently make strokes. Just gently make strokes. If you strike too hard, then it'll just look bad. So just make clean strokes. Just clean strokes. Just clean strokes. Just want to go like that. Clean strokes. There we go. And we don't want to elaborate on the strokes too much. Just make them, easy for the viewer to perceive. Just make the strokes very delicate. You want to make strokes look as, you want to add a lot of visual effects, like, the viewer's actually viewing a waterfall in real life. Just want